Welcome to our podcast. Today we'll be talking about electricity use across America.
Did you know the average home uses 535 kilowatt hours of electricity a month?
To calculate your annual electricity, you add up all of these numbers.
And you divide that number by the decimal efficiency to calculate the input.
Next, you multiply that number by 0.0036 to get megajoules.
At the end, there's a final conversion into proper energy units where you divide. For example, you divide by 27 to get metric tons of coal.
Shouldn't you get her?
2,795 kilowatt hours, and you've converted them into different units. So the first one is 0.81 is less than the energy in, which is less than or equal to 0.98 in metric tons of coal.
The second one is 2.66 less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 2.99 barrels of oil.
0.76 is less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 0.95 tons of biodiesel.
2.94 is less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 3.1 megawatts.
7,985,714 is less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 27,950,000 watts.
6,987.5 is less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 8,734.38 kilowatts.
139 3/4 is less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 186 1/3 kilograms per
167.7 is less than or equal to energy in, which is less than or equal to 209.625 grams of hydrogen. A fuel cell works by hydrogen entering the fuel cell. Hydrogen splits into H+ ions and electrons. It then gets turned into energy, and water is a waste product.
Wind turbines work by wind blowing and spinning the propeller type things.
Thank you.
And that charges a turbine.
For hydroelectric, moving water turns the turbine, which then charges the battery.
For photovoltaic, the sunlight charges the solar panels, and that gets put into a battery for storage.
For coal, it's burned and the heat goes up and then it turns the turbine.
For nuclear power, it works pretty much the same as coal, just the heat comes from nuclear fission.
It is used directly from the fuel combustion to turn the turbines.
Biogas comes from the burning plants, which have hydrogen gas and methane in them to create the energy.
Record the calculation you did at the beginning of this video at the top of your energy audit.
Then you have to count how many TVs, radios, computers, and fluorescent and incandescent light bulbs that you have in your home. Who's the stupid person that drew the light bulbs in the red marker?
See, that was you.
Shut up! You also need to record the kilowatt hours per year for every appliance.
And record the square footage of your home. 4, 3, 2.
Somehow you see the world come and change for me.
And no. Alright, next you gotta figure out how much electricity used in the summer and the winter months and see if you can figure out why it fluctuates so much.
Lastly, you can find out 10 ways to reduce your electricity.
Energy are number 5, use the microwave oven for smaller foods instead of the oven. Number 4, install Energy Star efficient appliances. Number 3, use LED lights outdoors. Number 2, turn off the computer, TV, and all your other appliances when they're not in use. And number 1, turn off the lights. Linda, why'd you turn the lights off? I didn't mean take it literally. In 2005, the U.S. ranks number 1 in the world for energy consumption,
followed by China and Europe. Do you know that America uses 3,717 terawatt hours a year?
The U.S. in 2007 produced 4.167 trillion kilowatt hours of electricity.
The most used energy sources are
fossil fuels with 71.4%,
Nuclear with 20.7%,
hydroelectric with 5.6%,
and other energy sources had 2.3%. Wow, that was interesting.
Well, thanks for watching our podcast. Have a happy
Oh,
day.
wonderful.
And remember that conservation is power. Don't mind her. She has ADD, attention deficit. Linda, what was that? Linda!
Oh, and that last word, it was disorder.